What's up, YouTube? JM Comics here, and if you haven't heard, Kirby in the Forgotten Land is basically a week away. From what Nintendo and HAL Labs have shown us, and let us play the demo, it looks like it's going to be the best Kirby game since Planet Robobot, and the best home console Kirby game since Return to Dreamland on the Wii. Considering how underwhelming and simplistic Star Allies was in 2018, it's exhilarating to see HAL Laboratories take the franchise in a bold new direction. As a longtime Kirby fan, who's been playing ever since I was 7 or 8, when I was a young I couldn't be any more excited. I played through the demo recently while waiting for a PS4 game to download, so in this video, I'll give my thoughts on the demo, my history of the Kirby series, why this game is important to me, and my expectations going into it. Normally, I try to make my videos somewhat objective or critical, but this video is completely personal and opinionated. There's barely any subjectiveness in this, okay? Or objectiveness. So if that bothers you, I guess leave now or stay and accept my opinions. So if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Just, tell me what's wrong. But before we jump into things, remember to like and subscribe for more Nintendo and Kirby content, and comment your favorite Kirby game down below. I have a Mario Strikers video in the works that should be out this upcoming month, so subscribe so you don't miss that. Without further ado, here are my thoughts on the Kirby and the Forgotten Land demo. Going into Forgotten Land, I didn't need a demo to know I'd like the game. I loved everything I saw in the trailers already, and was most assuredly going to pick this game up. Generally speaking, I don't like to play demos of games that are coming out, because A, it spoils some of the magic of the base game, and B, it feels like a waste of time that I could spend playing other games or, doing homework or going to the gym, doing something more valuable with my time than playing for something I'll probably replay again when I buy the main game. Nintendo's recent demos have made a change in sales from what I can tell, because most people who try a game's demo are already interested in a game. So it hasn't. I'd assume it hasn't, but I guess it has, considering the increased frequency that Nintendo keeps putting out demos for their new games. So I guess apparently demos have been increasing sales. So yeah, that's why we saw it with Metroid and now we're seeing it again with Kirby. And we sort of saw it with Wii Sports. Or Switch Sports. I was first going to pass on this Kirby demo, because I passed on the Metroid demo. I did play the Wii Sports one, but that was because that game looked kind of bad. And I wanted to see if it was good, and it was good. Like the originals. But I was going to pass on this Kirby demo, but Uncharted 4, A Thief's End was downloading on my PS4. So I had to wait 30 minutes anyway. And I was like, you know what? Might as well give it a shot. And I have to say that the demo has definitely lived up to my expectations. And while it hasn't increased my interest, it still reassured my belief in this game's high quality. In the demo, the game is shown to have 2 difficulty modes, Wild and Breeze. Something like that. This automatically makes this game better than Star Allies, which was mind-numbingly easy, especially compared to the 3DS games that came before it. I obviously played in Wild mode, and it was still pretty easy, but the boss in this demo assured me that there is at least some challenge in this game. Speaking of the boss, it was such a damage sponge, that big monkey thing, like the gorilla, and makes me hyped for the game's true arena, a staple of the franchise. Overall, the demo was pretty good, and I can't wait for the game's release next week. So here's my backstory of the Kirby franchise, or at least what I've played so far and the times in my life I've played the games. As a child, I always knew who Kirby, the character, was, because I'd seen him on commercials, and for some really weird reason, I'd seen clips of Kirby right back at you. I can't remember why, maybe Tomas, I'll get to him later, was watching it. I also saw him in game stores and stuff, but never really cared about the games. That is until my childhood friend Tomas, as I just mentioned, introduced me to the franchise when I saw him play Kirby Triple Deluxe on his 3DS at school. Afterwards, my parents bought me Triple Deluxe, and I beat it over the course of a month. It was one of my favorite games at the time. I was like 7 or 8, and when Planet Robobot came out in spring 2016, Thomas and I bought it the weekend it came out and beat it in 2 days. I also bought Rainbow Curse on Wii U, but didn't really like it that much, because the touchpad stuff. I still finished it though, because I usually try to finish games I have, because I want to at least say I've conquered it. In Christmas 2018, I got Star Allies, even though I heard bad things about it, and honestly, it wasn't that bad. It was unreasonably simple and easy and disappointing, but I still enjoyed the experience, and I have fond memories of playing it on a trip to Washington, D.C., where I had to compete in the Scripps National Spelling Bee, so it helped me in that time of stress. Star Allies was the last Kirby game I was truly invested in, as I got Superstar Ultra on DS from a used video game store, but didn't really spend much time with it. So if I had to rank all these games I've played, you can all check out my ranking video. It's 40, 45, 50 seconds long. And I rank all 5 of these games. So here's my quick ranking of them right now. In 5th place would be Rainbow Curse, because I didn't really like it that much. The touchpad stuff sucks. And they reuse bosses in the game, so that's kind of stupid. Especially considering how much the Kirby series is known for its true arena and bosses. In 4th place, I'd put Star Allies, because like I said, it's mind-numbingly simple. And it's not a bad game. I'd say it's definitely a vast step up from Rainbow Curse. And Star Allies isn't bad. It's just disappointing. In 3rd place, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed, okay? In 3rd place, I'd put Kirby Superstar Ultra on the DS. Like I said, I wasn't invested in it, and I understand why many people think it's the best game. Personally, for me, it just doesn't click that much. In 2nd place, surprisingly, I'd put Planet Robobot. And here's the thing. I think Planet Robobot is a better game than my number 1 spot, Triple Deluxe. But personally, Triple Deluxe is my number 1 game because I enjoyed my time with it way more. And I felt like it was more of the vanilla Kirby experience. It was just what Kirby was supposed to be. I like it a lot. But still, Planet Robot is amazing, and I understand why many people think it's their favorite game. Say it's their favorite game and think it's the best game in the series. Because I will admit it is the best game in the series. Maybe Return to Dreamland, but I haven't played that. All things considered, going into Forgotten Land, I believe it'll be the best Kirby game we've gotten in a long time. It will probably be my favorite, or at the very least, right below the 2 3DS games in my top 2. I do wonder how long it'll be, and it doesn't matter that much to me, as long as it feels fulfilling enough. For example, a game like Metroid Dread, which only took me 9 hours, was more fulfilling, and I enjoyed it way more than a game like Immortals Phoenix Rising, which took me 75 hours. Quite a nightmare to complete. So yeah, I don't care that much about length, as long as it feels fulfilling and it doesn't go on for too long, or feel extremely short like a ripoff. So remember to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite Kirby game down below. And like I said, subscribe for my Super Mario Strikers video coming out soon, around sometime in April. Next week, can't come soon enough. JM Comics, out.